Hello, everyone. We're about to start. Welcome to Platinum Key Realty. I am Christy and I am a part of the sales team, and it is a pleasure to be here with you. Today's event is titled How to Get 100% Financing in Today's Market. Now, if you're watching from Florida, Georgia, or anywhere in the world via Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Zoom, you are welcome. Now, today is going to be very educational and life changing. We are learning how to buy a house with no down payment. Can you believe that? No down payment. As we get going, I want to ask everyone a favor. Can I ask a favor, guys? Please share this live with someone. It could be your family, your friends, your colleagues, or just in your social media platforms. Now, listen. In this event, we will learn first the type of programs available for you to get 100% financing. And we're also going to be learning that 2-1 buy down option. And do you have any idea what the 2-1 buy down loan option? We will learn that today. And I know you are all ready to get this started, but I want everyone to remind something. Here's the few rules that you need to keep in mind. First, set your mic on mute so that there will be no interruption while the speaker is presenting. Again, set your mic on mute so there will be no interruptions while the speaker is presenting. Second, I encourage everyone to turn on their cameras. And thirdly, note, you will be able to ask direct questions to the speaker only and only if you are registered and you are on Zoom. So if you are watching us live and want to register, please go ahead and register at platinumkeyevents.com. Again, platinumkeyevents.com so that you can get your questions answered right away. Now, I would like to introduce to you our team, our amazing team. We have our very own sales team. Say hi, everyone. Hello, sales team. Where's the sales team?
Hi everyone, good evening.
All right, and I will go to our amazing and very diligent property management team. Say hi, guys. I want to hear you.
Hello, everybody. How are you today?
Hi, property management and our very talented, our very own marketing team. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys, how are
Hi
you doing?
guys, good evening.
Hi, Peter. Hi, Ranilo. All right, now I would like to introduce to you today. She's very amazing. I'm gonna say that first. The managing broker of Platinum Key Realty and the founder of New Day's Business Solution, she has dedicated herself in the real estate sales and marketing industry for over 20 years. Can you believe that? 20 years of committed to excellence in achieving success in every real estate transaction. A very beautiful woman, a loving mother, and she can handle everything with grace. Now let us all welcome Nikki Sonji.
Hey, hi everybody. Hi everybody. Thank you so much, Christy, for a wonderful introduction. And I thank everyone for signing on and everyone that is watching us live on Facebook. You're watching live on YouTube or even on LinkedIn. I welcome you and I thank you so much. And I especially thank everybody that registered and is here with me on Zoom. So guess what, guys? There's a curveball. And if you're doing this for long enough, you have to catch those balls. So I'm getting a text from Leonardo that he may not be able to be on the Zoom. So I am going to do it by myself to the best of my ability. So today we're talking about the real estate market and how to get 100% financing in today's market. We know that there are programs like the USDA. Everyone knows about those. Does anyone know about what is a USDA? Have you heard about that loan before? USDA financing? Nobody? Well, USDA is a rural loan. I can look at it real quick and bring up something for you. USDA loan. And it simply requires the property to be in an area that's designated rural, that's designated for properties that can get 100% financing through that program. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So this is the USDA website, usda.gov. So there are many things you can do on this website if you're seeing if a property can qualify for that 100%. You can go ahead and search the address. So you would search the address and you would see if it's in the right zone that you can get 100% financing in the USDA program. So here in Central Florida, some areas that come to mind, if you're thinking about North Florida, you want to look in Eustis. You want to look all the way up in Ocala. You want to look in those areas, which is still considered somewhat Central Florida, Sumter County, Marion County, Citrus County, all those counties, you'll find areas that qualifies for the USDA loan. So that's one loan. Then the loan that I was hoping Leo would be here to talk about is the loan from the Chenoa Fund. The Chenoa Fund. Okay, so these are things that I just Googled real quick. What I'll do, I'll get him to make us copies of what he was presenting today and send it out to you guys so you can get a little bit more detail. But the Chenoa Fund is a fund where it not only gives you down payment assistance, it also helps you where you can get a second mortgage on top of the first mortgage and you can get 100% financing. So I'll try to go a little deeper with that one because I know it can be confusing. So you know when you're getting a mortgage, you'll have your primary mortgage for funding, okay? As I go, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand or you can just type in the chat because I want to make sure you get it right. When you're going for a mortgage, you'll have your primary mortgage. That primary mortgage is normally, it can be 90% of the purchase price. It can be 95% of the purchase price. And then you would have to bring the 5%, the 10%, you would have to bring that to the table. So with this Chenoa Fund, it does allow you to have your down payment as a second mortgage. It allows you to do that. Everyone understands that, what that means? Come on, guys, you have to talk to me so I know that you're following me, you're with me. Everyone understands what a second mortgage is.
Me, I don't.
Okay, that's Jesse. Don't anybody else don't understand what is a second mortgage? All right, let me just go ahead and try to explain it a little deeper. So I'm still on the Chenoa Fund website and it's chenoafund.org. And it says it here, the Chenoa Fund program, second mortgages are allowed in all states except the state of New York City, of New York. And what it is, when you're buying a loan, when you're buying a home, you have to have your down payment. So your down payment can be 3%, 3.5%, 5%, or even more. So in this case, the assistance for the second mortgage is provided through the Chenoa Fund, assisting that 3%, 3.5%, or 5%, depending on the ratios for the product. So instead of you actually coming out of pocket and bringing that down payment, the Chenoa Fund is going to cover it. However, it will be as a second mortgage. Okay, sounds a little bit complicated, but if you go through the process, it's really simple. So we have 200% financing programs we have the Chenoa Fund, and we also have the USDA loan. Any questions on those two loan programs?
Yes.
Okay, what's your question?
Is this for the first time buyer or for the second time buyer?
For both programs, if you're a first-time home buyer, you can qualify for it. There's no restrictions as a first-time home buyer. If you're buying it as a second home, I'm not sure if you'll be able to qualify for that.
I see. All right. Thanks.
Were you more interested in stuff for first-time home buyers or for second homes?
For both.
For both. Okay. Are you a realtor?
No.
Okay.
Trying to be.
You're trying to be. Okay.
Yes.
So I want you to note down these websites, the chenoafund.org. I want you to note it down so you can go to it and you can do a little bit more research. It says here that you need to have a 600 FICO score or better to be able to participate in this loan. And then this Chenoa Fund, there's no restriction on the area. Like the USDA loan, it's USDA.gov. That one is restricted to a certain location. The location has to be zoned for you to qualify for that program. But the Chenoa Fund, the reason why I love it, it's not restricted by where the property is located.
So the restriction is by the state or by the city or the county?
It's by the program, okay? So you have the USDA program. It's restricted. There's restrictions within the program itself. So whoever governs this program made the restrictions. You got it? So to qualify for the USDA, you have to find a lender that is a participant in this program. So most times when lenders want to feature these programs or they want to be able to offer it to the public, they have to sign up for the program. They have to fill out an application and be approved and understands the ins and out of the program to be able to do it. So there is an actual link here for active lenders. And I know Leonardo, that was supposed to be on our live today, he's approved to do USDA, and also he's also approved to do the Chenoa program. All right. So I'm going to click on the fact sheet real quick and see what it says. All right. Hope everybody can see what I'm sharing. Let me try to make it bigger. Okay. It says, who can apply? A household income does not exceed 115% of the median household income of the area in which the eligible house is located, right? So it takes into account the property you're trying to buy. What is the median income of the families around? And then they calculate 115% of that household income to be able to qualify, right? It says it has to be your primary residence. So this is the USDA program. It has to be your primary residence. You need to be a US citizen. And it says if you're a non-US citizen, you need to be a qualified alien. Okay, you got to have your green card. Then it talks about the types of properties. So you can buy a single family home, 100% financing with a USDA program. You can buy a single family home, a detached single family home. You can buy condominiums. You can buy modular homes and manufactured homes. with 100% financing. Then I'm seeing some very, very nice things on this side. I love this. It tells us about the ratios, but I love this part right here. It says the seller can contribute up to 6% of the sales price. I'm wondering if we know what that means. It means you can buy a house with no money, absolutely no money. Oh, that is awesome. Let me stop sharing for a second and just talk about that. So, of course, when you're going for your contract and you're putting your property, you're putting something under contract, you need to put like a binder, an initial binder. So that could be $500, it could be $1,000 just to hold the property in the contract. But with the USDA program, it says you can get 100% of the purchase price. And we all know that when we're buying a house, we have our down payment, we have our closing costs. So that's 2 sets of costs. But it said that you can ask the seller to pay up to 6% of the sales price, the purchase price. So that means the seller can cover most or all of your closing costs. So if the seller is able to do that, you can literally buy a house with no money. No money. Oh, I love it. That's a really nice one. Really, really nice one. Okay, so let's go back and look what else is good about it. Did everyone get that? How to buy the house with no money? All right, guys, I think everyone is just watching. Hopefully you're getting it. Okay, so this is some technical things about the loan. I don't want to confuse everybody, but it tells you how you qualify with your income. It goes by the area that you're trying to buy the home in, and it takes into account 115% of the median household income in the area you want to buy. Then it tells you that you need to be a US citizen or a qualified alien to be able to participate in the program. And it tells you that you can use it to buy a single family home, a condo, a modular home, or a manufactured home. So you can use that USDA 100% to buy all those properties. And then I shared a very nice nugget with you that you can have the seller pay up to 6% of your closing costs with this program. So literally you can buy a house with no money. You just put your binder down, your $500 or your $1,000 down, and you get under contract, and then you have your realtor negotiate these numbers for you so you don't have to pay anything. You can walk away without paying anything for your house. Oh, that is exciting. That is exciting. Then I'm going back to the Chenoa Fund. The Chenoa Fund, what we said about this one is it was not restricted to a location. So the USDA, it was restricted to a location. This one, it's not restricted to a location. You can use it to buy a home anywhere. Okay, it says it's in all states except New York. Except New York. All right, let's see some other things about this loan. It says manufactured homes are allowed under some circumstances. I know here in Florida, we have people that are looking to buy manufactured homes. Manufactured homes. Approved property types includes detached single-family homes, townhomes, condos, and modular homes. Okay, so you can use this. Then listen to this. It says no 3 to 4 unit properties are allowed on any product. So it only allows duplexes. Duplexes. I'm wondering if someone knows what that one means. When I'm seeing the nuggets, I'm really excited because you can buy a 2-unit property with 100% financing. Oh my God, that is nice. So it said you can't buy a 3-unit or a 4-unit, but you can buy a 2-unit, a duplex property with the 100% financing. So that means you can buy this property, you can live in one side, you can rent the other side, and you paid 100%. Oh, that is beautiful. All day, every day. I love it. Let me see what else. What else? Anyone have any questions on these programs before I go to the 2-1 buy down?
Have you heard about the NACA program?
Yes, we've heard about the NACA program.
Have you dealt with it before or recommend anyone to it? This is Patrick, Chief.
I know. You want to say something?
No, just inquiring in regards to the NACA program because I had registered with it or what have you, but I just think that is just so bureaucratic.
Yes, it has a lot of paperwork. It has a lot of red tape for that NACA program. I won't go over it here because it wasn't here, but you guys can Google it, the NACA program. These two programs that I'm talking about today, the USDA and the Chenoa funds, it's like regular mortgage loans. So you can close within 30 to 45 days on these properties, right? So just to recap, the USDA, it is for properties that are in certain locations. So it should be for rural properties. So we know builders and people are going out into the rural areas, into Ocala, Marion County, here in Central Florida. They're going outskirts. They're going down to Polk County, to Bartow, all those places, Lake Alfred. So some of those areas are zoned for USDA, and you can get 100% financing in those areas. Then we covered the Chenoa Fund. That one doesn't require it to be in any specific area, right? So you can qualify for that program and you can buy a house in the heart of Orlando, in the heart of the city, in the heart of Atlanta. Actually, Leo is doing a lot of loans in Atlanta with the Chenoa Fund. That is getting a first mortgage and your down payment in the form of a second mortgage, and then you attach both of them. All right. I know you may not understand a first and a second mortgage. If you do get a first and a second mortgage, just know you're going to have your main mortgage payment, and then you're going to have a small second payment for that down payment. Okay, a small monthly, that's a second mortgage. All right, anybody else has any more questions?
Yes, I do. For the USDA, is that it must, I mean, does it have to be a primary residence only? I'm not sure if you had said that earlier.
Yeah, it has to be your primary residence.
Oh, I
These
see.
are for
Okay.
primary residence, yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, but the caveat was with the Chenoa Fund, you can use it to buy a duplex, but it does have to, you have to, you know, have it as your primary
Right.
to be able to do that. Okay, so we're almost at the 6:30 mark, and I am going to go ahead now and I'm going to cover the 2-1 buy down. Guys, this program, lenders are offering it now, but usually this 2-1 buy down, I see it with new home builders. Okay, new home builders. So it says, what is a 2-1 buy down? Mortgage loans available with interest rate reductions during the first 2 years are called 2-1 buy down programs. This means your interest rate will drop by 2% in the first year, 1% in the second year, and return to the full interest rate by the 3rd year. Okay? So, what does that exactly look like? If you look at Builder's website, you'll see this bold across 2-1 buy down. So say the interest rate is 7%. The current interest rate is 7%. In the first year, they'll reduce it by 2 points. So you'll be making payments as if your loan was 5%. Okay? Then in the next year, it goes up a little bit more. Okay? And then now in the 3rd year, it's going to go to that 7%, whatever it was supposed to be. So you get a break for the first 2 years. That's a 2-1 buy down. So people are using this loans to combat the current interest rates. I did a video earlier today, and in the video, they asked me, is the interest rates good or is the interest rates not good? Guys, I want you to know the interest rates are really good. I said a few years ago when I bought my first investment property, I bought a condo in Longwood, Florida. My interest rate was like 10 point something percent. And at that time, it was good. It was good because interest rates were like 11% and 12%. So what has happened is over the last 2 to 3 years, because of COVID, the interest rates were really low. They were like 2.5%, 3%, 4%. It was like record low. So as the economy shifted, inflation and everything adjusted, it started to go up 5%, 6%. Now it's at 7 point something percent, maybe even 8%, which is still good. It's still good. If you travel internationally and you try to buy property with a mortgage, you'll understand what I'm saying, because those interest rates are like 20%, 20% or so. So to have an interest rate for 7%, it's really good. And what I always say is you just have to do your numbers. You have to do your math. Don't worry about the interest rate too much. Worry about the payment. How much is the payment? Can I afford it? If it is my primary residence or if I'm buying investment property, when I do the math, am I making money? If you're making money and the money that you want to make, you're good. So the interest rate matter, but it doesn't matter. All right, guys, it's time for questions. You can ask questions about any topics we have covered over the last few months, or you can ask a question about what we covered today. Okay, if you don't remember what we spoke about, we talked about personal credit a few months ago. We talked about business credit. We talked about business structure, business funding. And today we're talking about 100% financing. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since nobody have a question, I'm gonna reverse it. We're gonna be giving out some cash money on today's live. Cash money to all the people that were listening. If you were listening and you can answer these questions, I'm giving away cash money. Oh my God, I wonder if they're ready. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
How much you can give me?
I'm giving $10 for every question you answer right. Okay? You got to have a Cash App. All right, here we go. For the, let me see which program is this. For the USDA program, how much money can a seller contribute to the transaction?
6%.
I'm telling you, you were listening. All right. Somebody gotta mark him down so we can get his Cash App. Or go ahead and put your Cash App in the chat so we can send you your money. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. My next question is, what program can you use to buy, and you who got your 6% don't answer. What program
Why?
can you use to buy a duplex with 100% financing? Who can answer me that question?
USDA.
No, it's not USDA.
Genuine.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh Lord. He saved you. He saved you, so I have to give him more money. All right. Okay. So you have $20. $20. Guys, I'm trying to help you to make some money.
So I'm gonna use the $20 for down payment.
I wish you can. I wish you can. All right. For the Chenoa funds, what is the lowest credit score you can have?
Me? Or somebody else?
Somebody else. You're really paying attention. What
605.
How much was it?
605.
605. How did you get
615.
It's not
640.
615. It's a round number.
Oh, well, 600 then.
There you go. There you go. Oh, I had to help you. It said 600 or more. All right. And then my last question is, in what state the Chenoa Fund doesn't work?
New York.
Everybody said it at the same time. Who said it?
Well, go 5-5.
I said New York.
All right, we'll give that one to Elaine. All right. Okay. So with that, is there anything else you guys want me to share? Because I think we've covered all the information. I like to make it sweet.
Since this is my first time joining you, can you go back to the business loan?
Sure. Business funding.
Yes.
Business funding. Okay, I'll do it real quick just for you.
Thank
All
you.
right. So when you're going for business funding, guys, remember that one of the most important thing is your business structure. Okay, so we're starting off with the business. So for your business, you got to make sure that you have a professional address. You cannot use your home address. So you can get a virtual address. We normally use Regis, or any place that offers a virtual address that's not a PO box. You can't use like box or anything like that, but it has to be a business commercial address. You can't have your home address. Okay. Then you need a business phone number. You can't use your cell phone. You can't use Google Voice. No. You got to have these things together. Then you go ahead and you register your business. You can talk to your accountant. If you're a savvy reader and you can understand, you can do it on your own. And if you're doing your LLC here in the state of Florida, it's sunbiz.org. You can go on and file your LLC, but you need to have these things in place first. You got to have that business address. All right. Once you file it and it's approved, you're going to get your link to say, go and get your EIN number, your tax ID number. Guys, you're going to get things in the mail that's going to tell you to pay. Your EIN number is free. You don't pay for it. You go to irs.gov and you click on the link there to get your EIN number. So that's like the social security number for the business. Address, you have your phone number, you've registered your entity on the state you live in, wherever you want to be. You now have your EIN number. You can go ahead and open your bank account. You can go ahead and think about your logo, your colors. You can go ahead and make your website. And then you want to register your business for everyone to see. So you register it on 411.com. You register it on Google Business. So once you have everything like that set up and everything is structured nicely, the fastest way to get funding for your business is by being a personal guarantee. Now, I've taught the ways that you can build the credit for the business without yourself. It does take a longer time, but it is possible. Okay? I don't know, Christy or who's here, you have the link to the ebooks. Peter, what's the website for the ebooks? Maybe you can drop it in the chat. If anyone wants to buy the ebooks, you can buy it. And a lot of the details are there to be able to get business funding for your business, personal guarantee. But if you're going to go fast, you want to go fast, you can be the personal guarantee. How it works is you have to have decent credit and you go ahead, guarantee, you sign for your business. You're going to have the inquiry on your personal credit, but you will never see it on your credit report. That's for most of them. There's a few of them that's outside of the rule that even though it's a business credit card, it will show on your personal profile, but it's just a few. The priority is going to be on the business and it will never be on your personal credit. Now, just real quick on the personal credit, you also want to make sure your personal credit is nice. When you look at your report, you don't have multiple names. You don't have multiple home addresses. If you have those things, you can dispute them online. Go to Experian.com, get a free account. Go to creditkarma.com, get a free account, look at your stuff, and you can dispute the names and the many addresses. And if you had old places that you worked, just dispute those type of things. All right, make sure it's nice and clean. Then when it comes to your actual accounts, you need to have, listen guys, between 8 to 9 good accounts with a good mix. That means you can have installment loans, mortgages, credit cards, about 8 to 9. All right. And then you need to watch out for your utilization. If you want optimal credit, you don't want anything showing on your report that's using more than 9% the bank gave you to spend. Okay. If you can't handle the 9%, it's too strict. Never let it go over 30%. Just never. You can use the card. You can spend the $1,000, but before it reports to the credit bureau, you want to pay it down or pay it off so that it always says 0. It looks nice. When it reports, you can use it again. All right. So that's it in a nutshell. So once you have everything nice and together, you can start applying. Now you need guidance for that. I can't get into everything here. For that, you can either do the ebook or you can schedule with one of the members of the business here for some, guidance on how to do those parts. But another rule of thumb, your business, if you have your business for 2 more, you'll get a better chance of qualifying for higher amounts of funding. All right.
Question.
Sure.
Question.
Mhm.
About the credit card payment. I mean, if you pay off your credit card by the end of each month cycling, is that count good in terms of credit history?
Excellent. Excellent. If your utilization is 0 on your cards, you're a superstar.
That's what I'm doing.
So you're a superstar. Hi, nice to meet you.
Another $10.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Same here, same here.
All right. Anybody else have any questions? Lachey, you didn't let me see your face today. All I'm seeing is a picture. And I see Annette.
Still working, sorry.
You're still working. Okay. Miss Annette, how you doing? Maybe she's working. These are all working people that's just jumping on to support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Next month, I'm going to try to go deeper with some questions on personal credit. That's what we have slated coming up for next month's class. Remember, we have these free events once a month, the last Saturday of every month at 6 p.m. So hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much for joining. Bless you. Bye, Pastor Jesse.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye
Been a
and thank
great-
you.
Okay, bye.
You're welcome.
It's
You're
been a
welcome,
great
guys.
experience. Thank you.
Bye, Pastor Jesse.